Hello, welcome back to my channel. Okay, in today's video, I'm going to make two jars. Um, there's a lot going on here. I almost just deleted this video, but decided to just put it up anyway. Because I made a lot of mistakes. I made a mistake in filming this video, first off. I don't know what I did. I must have changed the settings on my phone with the video. I don't know what I did, but it just recorded weird, and for that I apologize, but I can't fix it. At least I can't figure out how to fix it. So yeah, sorry for that. Hopefully you can see everything and it doesn't look too strange. But yeah, you'll see two different, later on it changes to a different setting. I don't know what I did there either. But anyway, back to the jars. Yeah, I found this mold when I was cleaning out my molds, and I don't think I've ever poured it before, so I just thought I'd pour it two different ways to see what it looked like. This first one, I'm just doing like a translucent pigment dye, and then I add a little alcohol ink. Now, I picked three different colors. I decided to do green. I always do blue, so I'm trying to do different colors, but I picked a turquoise pigment dye, the Let's Resin Cerulean Blue. I think that's what it's called. And then jade pigment dye. Mainly I did the three because I wanted to see what the color differences were. And as it turns out, cerulean blue and turquoise is literally the same color. I didn't know that. But when I put it in two different cups and put it side by side, which you'll see, they're literally the same color. So learn something new. It didn't look the same in the bottles, so I really thought they'd be different. The jade I just did because I've never used it and I wanted to see what the color looked like in resin. It didn't really matter because they're all gonna merge together and just it'll be one color. So I know it didn't matter if I poured three of them, sorry. But yeah, that's what I'm doing with this one. And there was some issues with this one, which you'll see later on when we demold it. I don't really know what happened. I'm hoping that somebody will see this and can tell me what happened, because I'm not really sure where I went wrong. Something just didn't go right. And now this is where I'm showing you how the right is the right is a turquoise, the left is a cerulean blue, and they are the same color. So that was interesting. But yeah, I'll stop talking. I'll fast forward a little and let you watch me pour the jar, and then I will come back for the second one. All the colors are mixed now, and I'm just going to pour it. It is hot, the resin, and a little thick because I accidentally ran it through the bubble remover prior to adding the pigments. So once I added the pigments, I had to run it through a second time. So with all of that time spent in the bubble remover and me mixing pigments, it just got really warm. So this was a little hard to get the bubbles out, I guess, of all those facets in this mold. It has a lot. And bubbles love to just sit in those things. So I tried my best with alcohol and some heat to kind of get them to rise to the top and pop. But we'll see later if that worked. and I'll check back with the second jar. Okay, so now I'm starting on the second jar. This one I'm gonna use Dianca Pours, and I'm trying to decide between the Nebula and the Supernova. They're both very sparkly, really pretty pigments. One's just more blue, one's more purple. And I think I used the Nebula, which is the blue, in another video, so I'm trying the Supernova. It's the purple, to see what that's going to look like. I mean, I have used it before, and it looks good in pretty much anything. I just haven't used a mica powder in this kind of mold before. Usually I just use like a translucent pigment or like an alcoholic. But we're going to see what it looks like in mica. And this one is, I don't know how to explain it. It's really purple and shiny, or sparkly, sorry. But in certain lights, it kind of has like a rainbow effect. It kind of has like all different colors. But it's hard to see unless you're in a certain light. And I am going to show you towards the end of the video. I'm going to give you a close-up of the colors in the jars. But you'll see in a certain light, you'll see different colors. It's a really nice pigment. So yeah, this one had issues too. I feel like I say that a lot. I'm having a lot of problems. I don't know what's going on, but we'll see what happens. I don't want to give it away. I always give away the ending in the middle of my videos, so I'm trying not to say too much, but it's hard. I'm just gonna mix this up, run it through the vacuum chamber, not vacuum chamber, bubble remover, and then I'll pour it, and then we will demold and see what everything looks like. Okay, now everything is cured. And the problems I had, they weren't horrible. I get frustrated with bubbles because I try so hard to make sure there's no bubbles. But yeah, this one, I'll have to give you a close-up later. There's a ton in the lid. This one actually didn't come out too bad. just the bubbles. And the lid was a little darker than the base because I forgot that it's deeper than the base of the jar, if that makes sense. So the pigment's going to look darker. The walls of this jar are very thin, so it looks very light. So when I put the lid on, it does look a little dark. It's not so bad that it ruins the whole jar, but usually I add a little clear to the oh gosh, the words to the lid, so it's not quite as dark. But anyway, it's fine. But there are a lot of bubbles around the rim. I don't really know what to do about that. It just, I don't know. They get caught in those little facets and they sit there and they're really hard to get out. But they're not bad. You can't really see them unless you look close up. So I'm being dramatic. They just annoyed me, I guess. But yeah, this jar wasn't too bad. I like the color, and all three colors, they did blend. So you get one, and you can't really tell all the different colors I put in there. But yeah, other than the bubbles, I think this one was okay. But the next jar, oh, that was, I don't know what happened with this one. First of all, the base of the jar was distorted. I don't know if it was the mold, if it was sitting weird. The lid did fit on it, but there was a bit of an overlap on the side. And there was like a piece missing on the lid rim. I'll have to show you. I'm not good at explaining it, but it was like indented on the lip of the lid. So even though it fit, it just didn't look good at all. And there were bubbles, and it made the edges feel like sandpaper. As you can see, there's like a little dent or something in the lid there. And you can't see the bubbles as much, but it does kind of feel like sandpaper. So I know they're there. And it's very rough. I don't think I can fix this one. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I could try to build up that one little part, but I don't think it's going to work, to be honest with you, because if I use UV resin, it would eventually pop off, because I don't think that UV resin really adheres to epoxy that well. And here you can see how the shape is kind of distorted. I don't know what happened, but the other one's really round and pretty good, and this one is more oval, I guess is what I was trying to say. But yeah, if you have any ideas of what I could have done wrong, I'm not really sure. Just let me know in the comments below. And I will try this jar again later when I have more patience because this one really frustrated me. There was a lot of issues, but all in all, it's a pretty jar. I like the mold. I love the colors. I like the translucent and the purple. Supernova. I get them mixed up, but there's a lot of sparkle in there. And I'm going to give you some close-ups here just so you can see the color a little better. And you might be able to see like the different colors in the supernova here. When I lift the lid off, you can probably see it a little better. But yeah, I hope you liked the video, and leave a comment below if you have any suggestions, and I will see you in the next one.